to you. Rich Rennick along with you, and it is time for Money Talk. Money Talk is coming your way with our guests, Kari, Endres, and Chris Fisher. Kari, the VP of Marketing for NuMark Credit Union, and Christine Fisher, the Special Events and Promotions Manager for Northern Illinois Food Bank. And here you go. It is your time to really shine and tell us all about what's going on here at the food bank. So welcome. Tell us all about how NuMark is helping the community. Can you tell us about the food bank, the organization, all of this stuff? We got a lot of information to share here. So take it away, Kari and Chris.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning. We're pleased to have Chris Fisher join us this morning from Northern Illinois Food Bank. We've been involved with their organization for several years now, and their mission is a big one. It's to solve hunger. I mean, that's a huge mission. And they bring businesses and volunteers in our communities together, and they pool those resources together so that they can bring food to those who need it, those who are food insecure. The need is greater than you think it is. And Northern Illinois Food Bank they do an amazing job to help make it a little bit easier for the families and our neighbors who need them.
Absolutely. Now, we have also a little incentive to pay attention to the show today, because we've got a $25 Visa gift card to give away. It's a gift card compliments of NuMark Credit Union. And all that our friends have to do is just to pay attention to some of the conversation we have. And we're going to invite you to call in and just give us one question that we had talked about today. So that's pretty much how that works. That's a pretty good deal. Not a bad deal. Not a bad deal at all. So we're going to have to load some of these secret questions here. So
right. Exactly.
Yeah, there'll be no horns or whistles going off when we announce it. So pay attention. All right. Now I had an opportunity to go to Springfield with a friend of mine. My wife and I visit them several times a month. And on Mondays, he does a food bank, food pantry for his local church. And I participated with him, and it was just really a rewarding experience to get involved with. But what is the difference between a food bank and a food pantry?
Well, a food bank it's a nonprofit that stores usually millions of pounds of food that will be delivered to local food programs, then also places like a food pantry, which are run often by organizations, churches, other nonprofit organizations as well, that distribute it directly to the community.
Now, there's still a lot more involved in this. I mean, there's a lot of food available to families in need, and where does the funding come from? A lot is volunteer, but where does the funding principally come from?
So, Chris, in your role with Northern Illinois Food Bank, you can help with that one. Yes,
absolutely, I can.
Yes,
we have a philanthropy department here at the food bank, and we are constantly working with organizations like NuMark Credit Union and multiple corporations throughout Illinois to get donations, not only food donations, but dollar donations. Every dollar that we receive, we can turn into $8 worth of groceries here at the food bank. So we are constantly working to create new partnerships and excel the partnerships that we already have, in order to be able to purchase more food. So at Food Bank, we provide nutritious food to more than 500,000 people every year across our 13-county service area in Northern Illinois through our network of more than 900 food pantries, feeding sites, and programs.
How is that money then, Chris, proportioned across all of the food banks in Illinois? We work with Feeding America very closely and looking at some of those studies. And then we work with all of these food pantries, so they know how many people that they're feeding within their service area, within their county, and they can order food from us on what they need specifically for their area. So it's spread out, depending on who needs what and what areas. What are the areas that are in most need? Okay, and for your specific area, what counties do you work with?
Yeah, so we serve 13 counties. So Northern Illinois Food Bank has a reach from Rockford to Kankakee, all the way up to Waukegan. So we service those 13 counties, kind of surrounding. And then within those counties, we deliver about 450 of the 900 food pantries, and the other are feeding sites with before and after school programs. We have an online ordering program called our My Pantry Express program. We have different feeding sites that we're able to drop food off at. So we are constantly bringing food in and then being able to deliver food out.
How many people does that actually represent in your area?
So right now we are, which the numbers are increasing, we're about 375,000 monthly that we're serving, which is about $500,000 a year.
Wow.
So things have, obviously increased over the last couple of years, and with inflation, we're seeing that the need is definitely rising.
Well, since as long as you got the floor here, Christine, since the last say 3 years, a lot has changed. People's lives have changed. Financial circumstances have changed. So much has changed. What is being different? What is done differently now than what we did pre-COVID?
Well, right now we're at a 30% increase from 2 years ago. And in recent months through this, has been even higher, seeing upwards of 444,000 neighbors per month, with inflation and, like you said, rising cost of food and fuel causing more financial strain on our neighbors. So we're increasing awareness of the food bank and focus marketing to neighbors seeking help, which has enabled us to serve more neighbors towards our goal, reaching at least 90% of food insecure neighbors by 2025. So we're doing a variety of different things, from, the mobile pantries that we're sending out to a text program. All you have to do is text food, and what will pop up is some of our locations on where we have our food mobile pantries in pop-up markets. So there's a variety of different things, from, like I said, the My Pantry Express program, which is an online ordering system. We're reaching more people that can't leave their house, people that might be ill. We've partnered with DoorDash, where they're delivering for free these online orders that people can go right onto our website, solvehungertoday.org, and be able to order food online. So there are a variety of different ways, constantly looking at how we can reach more neighbors and how we can get them the choice of food that they might be looking for.
If an individual feels that they qualify to be served by the food pantry, what are the criteria for them to become eligible?
We don't have any criteria. So at the food bank, they can come to any one of our mobile pantries. They can go online and call, or they can call the SNAP program, which is 844-600-SNAP, and they can talk to somebody that will be able to walk them through the SNAP program. They could go to our website, which is solvehungertoday.org, and they can look up either mobile food pantries in their neighborhood, or they can look at, like I said, the food pantries and see how many food pantries are in their town that they can go to, the dates and times and locations.
And Chris, that's a big distinction, though, isn't it? From the distinction is you don't have to have a set of requirements to participate in the food bank, but yet some of the food pantries do require people to register. So that's a pretty important distinction.
Some of the food pantries do, and some of them don't.
Yeah.
But we do not at Food Bank.
Okay.
We do not require any information.
Okay, wonderful. Kari, let's switch over now to NuMark. What was the impetus for NuMark to get involved with the Northern Illinois Food Bank?
Well, actually, we got involved with them when they were starting to build their South Suburban Distribution Center in Joliet. They were looking for support to help build that facility, and we found out more about them and all the programs that they do. And the thing for us is how frugal they are. As Chris mentioned, that for every $1 that's donated, they can provide $8 worth of groceries. That's huge that they can expand that. And when you start collecting money and start doing the math and how much you're actually giving and providing, that's a huge thing. And, food is expensive. And for those who are living on the edge, any changes in the prices really hurt them. And, as Chris mentioned, their need has just increased dramatically in the last few months. So it's credit unions have always been about food. We love food. We get together, we talk, we, meet over food, and so that's part of the fun with us. But then when you look at the need and look at the faces and see how big the need really is in our communities, because it is much greater than you think it is. And then being able to be face-to-face and help provide that and do something about it, it's very rewarding, and it's also a way that we can make a difference.
Outstanding. We're talking to Kari, Endres, the VP of Marketing at the NuMark Credit Union, and Chris Fisher, the Special Events and Programs Manager for Promotions for Northern Illinois Food Bank. This is Money Talk, the radio show. And this is an important month coming up here. September is Hunger Action Month. September is Hunger Action Month. So what is the significance of Hunger Action? How about September, 1 month for Hunger Action? It should be all year, but what's the significance of that? Chris, your thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely. September is just our month to really bring hunger awareness out there to the community, letting people know that, hunger is real, hunger is here, and that we have a lot of people that are in need. People can find themselves in that situation very quickly, as we saw with COVID, right? It's in our hometowns. It affects men, women, children, and seniors of all ages and backgrounds. And we believe here at the food bank that no one should be hungry. We have a tagline called Neighbors Empowered. And as Kari was talking about volunteering with us and helping us out in opening our center in Joliet, we really believe that, Neighbors Empowered is our new tagline. And we believe that we are all neighbors. We are all neighbors, neighbors who can give help and neighbors who need help. And we can be either of those, right, within our lifetime. We might be a neighbor who needs help at some point, and we might be a neighbor who can give help. So it illustrates our belief that all who play a role in our mission are empowered through donating. So we say Neighbors Empowered. They can donate, they can volunteer, they can advocate. Through September, which is Hunger Action Month, we have a variety of different things happening at our settlement centers. We have volunteer days. We have Go Orange Day. Our colors are orange and green, our primary colors of the food bank. So we're really pushing Go Orange Day. We have a full section on our website on September Action Month, and really just bringing more awareness to others. So it's not, it's out there. We need people to know that it's out there, it's happening, and, providing $1, like I said, can easily be turned into $8 here at the food bank. But we know that people can only volunteer too, and we're looking for that as well. We can't do what we do at the food bank without our volunteers every day. We have volunteers at each and every one of our 4 locations, and we can't get the food out without their help.
Okay, Hunger Action Month, once again, is September. September. Have you seen, since the current situation here in the United States with the inflation where it is today, have you seen the a rise in people needing some additional help?
Absolutely. Like I said, it was a 30% increase from 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. And in recent months, this has been even higher. We're seeing an upwards of 440,000 neighbors that we're serving. So yeah, definitely, we're trying to figure out new ways to reach more neighbors and getting them the food that they need.
It's an outstanding effort. And Christine, as long as you've got the floor once again, you did mention about DoorDash and helping seniors. Yes. Talk a little bit more about the seniors, because our population is aging.
Yes. We have senior meal box programs. We have child nutrition programs, but with the senior meal box program, we've set up throughout our 13 counties different locations where we can bring these senior meal boxes to them. We have a nutrition team that looks at the foods that we're giving our seniors and making sure that is the food that they need in order to stay healthy, especially if they have any health concerns, et cetera. So we have different programs set up where they can come down and shop, kind of like a mobile pantry at specific locations, or we drop off boxes at their locations, or they can go online. Like I said, with DoorDash, they can go online, they can order food off our online ordering system called My Pantry Express, and then they can have it delivered for free through DoorDash.
Okay, all righty, Christine. Let's see how astute our friends are by having you call our Turk Studio line, our Turk Furniture Studio line, 815-254-7300, and answer the question: what month is Hunger Action Month? What month is Hunger Action Month? If you call and get that question right, you're going to have a $25 Visa gift card from NuMark Credit Union coming your way. So the Turk Furniture Studio line, 815-254-7300. And the question that we need answered is, what month is Hunger Action Month? All righty. Now, Chris, once again, as the representative from the Northern Illinois Food Bank, are there any pop-up markets coming to the Joliet area in the near future?
We actually have a pop-up market coming on August 13th at Movers Church in Crete. So that's 425 West Exchange Street in Crete. It's August 15th from 10 to 12 a.m. And again, that is on our website. So if they are looking for a place to go to pick up food, that would be one of them in that location. So.
All righty. Well, let's see who we have here. Hi, what's your name?
Cindy.
Cindy, and where are you calling from?
Joliet.
Joliet. I've heard of that place before. All righty.
Really, Rich?
I really have. Listen, Cindy from Joliet. All righty. The question of the day. You're listening here to the Money Talk Radio Show. What month is Hunger Action Month?
September.
You've got that $25 gift card from NuMark Credit Union. God love you. Congratulations.
Yay.
All righty. Well, Cindy, congratulations. Going to ask you to hold on here, and we're going to get more information from you so we can get that card out to you. And so I'm going to ask you to stand by here. Okie dokie?
Okie dokie. Have a great day.
No, that's the plan, Cindy. Thank you so very much. All righty. Well, that was pretty easy, wasn't it?
That was.
That was good. All right. Cindy is a winner.
Good job, Cindy.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hey, Cindy, as long as you're on the line here with us, what questions, I mean, you listened to this, and of course you got the answer right, that September is Hunger Action Month. You're listening because this means something to you. Not to put you on the spot, Cindy, but as our guest host, what questions would you have about the things that we talked about so far? Oh, I think Cindy is giving information to Monica here, but I know one that I have is we're talking about all of this food. How do you receive it? How do you receive the food that is being given? How do you get that?
How do we get our food?
Yep.
So one of our biggest challenges right now is having enough of the nutritious food and variety of food for our neighbors' wants due to declines in government and manufacturing donations, coupled with increased food costs and supply chain distribution. So our food mix has changed from 77% donated, 14% government, and 9% purchased. That was in fiscal year 19 to an anticipated 63% donated, percent government, and 27% purchased. So we went from 9% purchased food to 27% purchased food this year in order to get that out to the food pantries and to our different meal programs. We are preparing to spend over $20 million on purchased food in this upcoming year, which is close to our entire organizational operating budget pre-pandemic. So again, you talked about raising funds and our philanthropy team working with different corporations. We need those dollars in order to purchase to be able to get them to our food pantries and on our mobiles. We have an upcoming golf outing. I oversee events and promotions here at the food bank. We have a big golf outing coming up at Cantini in Wheaton. We still have 2 times left if anybody's interested in golfing. afternoon with us. Grab a foursome and get a tea time, and you can come out and enjoy. We have 5 events throughout the year, and they all raise funds to help us feed our neighbors throughout the year. So they are just another route or avenue to get more people involved with food bank. And again, grow awareness, right? Grow awareness of hunger in our community.
No doubt about it. And in addition to funds, looking for money and donations, volunteers are an extremely important part of the program, too. Where would an individual go if he or she wishes to participate either financially or as a volunteer?
Oh, absolutely. You can go to our website, solvehungertoday.org. You can donate on that page directly. You could help out at one of our events if you get to volunteer that way. But again, at our 4 locations, people can volunteer at each one of our locations, from Joliet to Waukegan to our Geneva location, all the way to Rockford. So they just go on our website and they can check out volunteer and click on that, and they'll be able to see all of the openings that we have volunteers.
Outstanding. Wonderful information, and what a wonderful cause. What you're doing, both of you, is phenomenal for our area and for the whole state of Illinois in general. So Kari Endres, the VP of Marketing for NuMark Credit Union, and Christine Fisher, the Special Events and Promotions Manager for Northern Illinois Food Bank. Thank you so very much. And, of course, that $25 Visa gift card from NuMark Credit Union going to Cindy. Many, many thanks for being here, and we wish you a very, very wonderful rest of the week, and thanks for everything that you're doing.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.